quick question, Forrest. Your policing career before the UFC, can you just touch base on a little bit of that, like your experiences at the police academy and how you got into it, how long you're at it?
I mean, it was relatively boring. I watched too many movies, and there were not any machine pistol fights. There was very few. There was like a low-speed chase or two, but there was, it was mostly like writing rec reports and trying to help people out that were having a bad day. It's tough, really. Right now, it's really tough to be a police officer because some officers do stupid things, and that kind of reflects on everyone. But I remember one instance. I show up to this guy's trailer, and his TV's been stolen, and he's, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do this? And I said, well, sir, I'm going to help you as best I can. He's like, where were you last night? I was like, well, I was in my bed sleeping. But, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a report. We're going to, target patrol patterns to your area. This report will help you get the insurance money. He's like, man, I'm living in a trailer. You think I got insurance? And I was like, yeah, good point. There's nothing I can do to help you. But so think about being a police officer is dealing with people at the worst moment in their lives, a lot. So, and that's why you become kind of, what's the word, callous to it. It's like doctors, when they see blood, they're like, yeah, blood, oh, that guy's dying. On to the next one.
Do you find that if you care too much about it, you're never going to be able to get your job done? If it means too much, everything you see, everything horrible, you're never going to be able to show up for work.
Yeah, it's kind of life, right? Yeah, I mean, if you overinvest in anything, it kind of, that's why I don't care about anything. That's literally why I care about nothing.
How long were you a cop for?
2 years the first go round, and then a year the second go round. I quit in the middle to become a professional cage fighter.
Nice.
And once I was homeless, I decided I should get a job. That cage fighting's stupid.
You can quit and I didn't know you could just quit and come back to being a cop. You can just go like, yeah, I changed my mind.
No, I had to reapply. It was actually really, really hard. I was trying to reapply. Oddly enough, I failed a psychological. I failed a polygraph. I swear to God, I gave the same, I was lying, yeah, but I gave the same answers on the polygraph I passed as the polygraph I failed. And then I failed the psychological. So I really thought I was getting this job, and it was crushing. I was living like on a mattress at the time, and I was teaching like kids jujitsu. It's not like, it wasn't my life trajectory. It wasn't my goals.
How did you fail the psychological? Do you know what questions you answered in a way they didn't want you to?
I swear to God, I thought to myself, all right, what would a normal person say right now? So I got a job working for Richmond County, and it's podunk, it's redneck, it's my hometown. I love it. I love the force there. The guys were so good to me. And I'll never forget, I got interviewed by this guy, and he's like, have you ever thought about killing yourself? And I'm like, yeah, sure, of course. And he looks at me in shock. He's like, what? I was like, oh, no, like, not like I planned it out, just like how things don't go your way. Everybody thinks about killing themselves. Like, who hasn't thought about killing themselves? And he looked at me dead serious, and he goes, son, the people we hire as police officers are people that don't think about killing themselves. And I said, all right, check that box. That's the one. That's, never thought about suicide. Just kidding.
Don't they ask you tricky questions too, like, hey, if you pulled your mother over, or if you caught your partner doing something and you're afraid of giving like the wrong answer to seem disloyal?
I felt like that was a tricky question.
The killing yourself one was the tricky question?
That was the one that tripped you up?
I was like, the easy question. So the tricky questions, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to get my mom to take it.